Om Shanti. Good morning, angels. Happy Sadguruvar and happy Baba's Milan Day. Today we are going to read the Avyakt Murli dated 29th August 71. So in this Murli, Baba was mainly explaining about how to become Yog Yukt, because we are all want to become Yog Yukt. So what is a way how to become that? And in this path, what are the bondages will come and how to overcome all these bondages? Baba was explaining in this Murli. And he was also giving the homework, what to do to overcome all these bondages, and where in which aspects it will come, and how to get rid of all of them. And for that, what we need, what kind of stage we need. So it was so practical. Now just we listen the Murli. 29th August 1971. The most subtle bondage is arrogance of the intellect. Have you become yogyuk and free from bondages? To the extent that you become yogyuk, accordingly, you become free from all bondages. So, the sign of being yogyuk is to free from bondages. You know all your bondages. Do you not? See, Baba is explaining the sign of the being yogyuk is to be free from bondages. You know all your bondages. Do you not? Which type of bondage create obstructions to your becoming yogyuk? Just think about it. Which types of bondages create obstructions to your becoming yogyuk? Just as you used to make a list of all different kinds of sorrow, in the same way, make a list of the different types of bondage. This is a homework. Make a list of different types of bondages. Keep that list in front of you and check which bondages you have become free from and which bondages still remain. What we need to check? Keep that list in front of you and check which bondages you have become free from and which bondages still remain. From this, you will be able to recognize you completely yogyukta stage. See, we can check our yogyukta stage, that how much we have become yogyukta, because it is linked with our bondages. How much we are free from our bondages, that much we are close to our yogyukta stage. That is your complete stage. How close you have come to your perfect stage. Bring the list of bondages in front of you. We are having so many types of bondages. Bondages of our name, fame, respect. They are not giving us the respect. They are not asking me. Many subtle bondages we are having. So all the bondages, we must come out of this. how many types of bondages are there? Baba is asking. If you make a list of this, it will be like a web. A web is created of such subtle threads. There are many kinds of bondages we are having. So now, judge how many bondages still remain and what are those bondages that remain. Are they huge bondages? Or are they only little bondages? Which bondages requires greater effort to settle? We must plan also that which bondages require how much effort. What is the most severe, bitter bondage of all? So somebody replied, it's body consciousness. So Baba is telling, this is the foundation of all the bondages, but which is the most severe bondage in a visible way. People's opinion is a very small matter. That is just the first step. But the greater bondage, the final bondage, is that of mixing your knowledgeable intellect with Srimad. That is, to consider yourself to be clever and consider the wonder of your own intellect to be the Srimad, and then to use it for a task. Which is the bondage we are having? The greatest bondage, the final bondage, is that of mixing your knowledgeable intellect with Srimad. That is, to consider yourself to be clever and to consider the wonder of your own intellect to be Srimad, and then to use it for a task. That means we mix our intellect and we will say that this is the Srimad. This can be called the arrogance of knowledge or the arrogance of the intellect. So this is the biggest bondage we are having in our Brahmin life. Arrogance of the knowledge or the arrogance of the intellect. This is the most subtle and the greatest bondage. So we need to check how much we are having this kind of bondage. If you have crossed this bondage, then understand that you have taken the highest jump. See, Baba is telling, if we have crossed this bondage, then understand that you have taken the highest jump. If someone gives you a signal, see, Baba is elaborating it. If someone gives you a signal about your weaknesses with sweet words, and if someone says something bad about your sanskars or nature or for service, then while keeping both these things in front of yourself, check if there is a slightest difference in your attitude or in your vision or on your face. There should not be the slightest difference. That means if anybody is telling anything about our weaknesses or anything about our sanskars or nature, then also there must not be slightest difference in our attitude or the vision or on our face. There should not be the slightest difference. There should not be the slightest difference in our zeal and enthusiasm. This is known as having overcome this bondage. See, we can check ourselves that does I overcome on this bondage. So that is to check that if anything happens, if anybody is telling about our weaknesses, if anybody is explaining about our service, then there must not be any change in our vision, attitude, zeal, and enthusiasm. Then we can say that I have overcome on this bondage. Even if you do not say anything in words, if you had waste thoughts about what you heard, that is known as the greatest bondage of all. See, Baba is telling that if you are having the waste thoughts also, see what this brother told and gone, why this sister is telling about me like this, why they are thinking about me like this negative. If you are doing waste thoughts also, we have not told anything to them, but if we are doing the waste thoughts also, this is known as the greatest bondage of all. It is remembered that you have maintained equality in praise and the defamation, victory and defeat. That is, although you have the knowledge in your intellect that this is a victory and this is a defeat, that this is a praise and this is a defamation, you should not fluctuate from your constant stage. Ninda, Shruti, Man, Apman, Sab mein Saman. So we must be equal in everything, whether it is a defeat, whether it is a victory, whether it is a praise, anything. Our intellect must be in the equimulation stage. So just here, I want to share you one story that I was sitting with Dadi Gulzar once. So one brother came and he was explaining what he has done wrong, very wrong. So Dadi was listening very calmly to his words. And I was also there. I was also listening all the situation, and Dadi told, okay, no problem. What you have done, now you go to the Baba's room and tell to Baba and be calm and be relaxed. So I was just shocked that Dadi told very simply in few words. And then after a few days, the same person came in front of the Dadi, but the vision and the attitude of the Dadi was the same as he's an innocent boy. So I was just shocked, because when we see a person in front of us, just first we see is negative only. First of all, we get the negative. This brother has done wrong to this Yajna, like this, like this, like this. So when he went out, then I asked Dadi, what we need to practice for this to don't get the negative thoughts about that brother, because we know him, what he is. So Dadi explained me very in simple words. Just think, Satish, that who has selected him, because he has done wrong thing, but his part was accurate. He has done his part accurate. Why we must think negative and we must spoil our part in the drama? So Dadi explained me, every time think who has selected him. Baba has selected him. So is the selector is wrong selecting this person? No. So if we are thinking negative about him, so we are defamating Baba, because he is his selection. So from that day, I was practicing that if any negative thoughts come for anybody, just I think in a second that no, he is a selection of Baba. What he has done is accurate in the drama. So with that, I have learned that drama is accurate and the selection of Baba will never be bad. So these small things will help me to maintain the things, not to get any vision of negativity for anybody. So while I was reading Murli, I was remembering that Dadi's teachings to me. That is, although you have the knowledge in your intellect, back to the Murli, that is, although you have the knowledge in your intellect that this is a victory and this is a defeat, that this is a praise and this is a defamation, you should not fluctuate from your constant stage. This is known as equanimity. Not a fluctuate even while having knowledge is to be the victorious. So, if you have overcome this great bondage, you have become a perfect angel. See, how many we want to become a perfect angel? Baba is giving in one sentence the answer. If you have overcome this great bondage, you have become a perfect angel. What is the main effort for this? Now is elaborating this. What is the main effort for this? That means to become a perfect angel. How can you maintain this stage so that you can even overcome this bondage? Because if you're not having bondage, what you can have? You will become a perfect angel. Angel means who is flying all the time. Who will fly? Who is not having any bondages. They can only fly. So if we are overcome all bondages, we will become perfect angel and we will flying. So how can you overcome having arrogance of knowledge? What is the effort for this? All the things that all of you spoke of have to be kept in your attention. Who were sitting in front of Baba, they given some answers. So Baba told, all the things that all of you spoke of have to keep in your attention. However, as well as that, in order to overcome this severe bondage, constantly remember that you are the children of the benefactor father. कल्याणकारी बाप के हम बच्चे हैं. Constantly remember that you are the children of the benefactor father. Whatever you see or hear, even while that has a form of loss, whatever you see or hear, even while that has a form of loss, even though the form may be that of loss, or it may be of defeat or of defamation, you must always extract something beneficial from it. See how beautiful it is. In the daily day life, we need to use it and you will experience it. Whatever is happening with us, but what we must extract something beneficial from it. This is a virtue we need to improve in ourselves, because the situations will come. We will see a lot of loss. We will see a lot of defamation in our life. Anything can come. We can hear anything bad from others, but still we must extract something beneficial from that, because the reason for fluctuation in your stage are these three things. See Baba explaining elaborately that why our stage will fluctuate in our life. These three things will make us a fluctuation in our stage. So although that may be the form, even that form of loss, if you have the power to be able to transform that form of loss into a form of benefit, or the power to be able to accept defamation as a form of progress, or the power to be able to imbibe courage and enthusiasm to become a thousandfold victorious form, having been defeated. If you have all these all three things, if you are having, then your character or your features will never be affected. Whatever the thing will come, if you have to transform the loss for a benefit, the power to be able to accept the defamation, or the power to be able to imbibe courage and enthusiasm to become thousandfold victorious from having been defeated. If you have all these three things, then your character or your future never be affected. So, what is the significance? To transfer a situation or a problem and to become transparent. That is, to have mercy on those who defame you, just as someone is able to become your friend because of having the same types of sanskars. See, Baba is explaining how we will accept the people, how we will neglect the people. Just as someone is able to become your friend because of having the same types of sanskars, in the same way, even if someone defames you, you have to be able to see those who defame you with that same vision of love and cooperation. How we must have? If he is defaming you, but still your vision of love and cooperation must be the same. Initially, there should not be any difference in your love and cooperation for both. Those whose sanskars are the same as yours, and also those who defame you. That means you must be equal with that both the persons. If his sanskars are same as you, or he is defaming you, but you must be the same with them. And how this will come? This is known as having merciful vision towards those who defame you, or being a world benefactor. When he is defaming us, what we must have? A merciful vision on him. And that will come. How it come? When we think that I am a world benefactor. Being a world benefactor, we can make that vision that we can keep a merciful vision on him. This stage has to be created now. So according to time, now we need to create a merciful vision who is defaming us also. And then you can understand that you are so close to your perfection. So when we got this kind of stage, this merciful attitude, this becoming a world benefactor, then we can understand that we are so close to our perfection. It should not be that you will make those whose sanskars are the same as yours, your companions, and move away from others. If their sanskars are same as us, we are very close to them. If they are not, we are moving away from others. Even if someone has strong, bitter sanskars, you must transform them and bring them close on the basis of your stage of having positive thoughts. See how Baba is going deeper and deeper. How we must transform others. Even if someone has strong, bitter sanskars, you must transfer them and bring them close on the basis of your stage of having positive thoughts. When someone puts a hopeless case, his name is glorified. To put something right, which is already right, or to act very well with those who are already all right, is not a big thing. Baba is explaining that if he is right person, if you're doing the right with him, it's not a big thing. The big thing is to transfer even such souls with your elevated consciousness and attitude. If you are changing any person with our elevated consciousness and attitude, if you are transforming him or her, that is a big thing with our positive attitude and positive thoughts. See, Baba is giving a small example. Look how many serve sickness the tiny pills of homeopathy medicine or be able to finish. The homeopathy medicine pills are very tiny, but it will finish our illness. So, can those who are master almighty authorities with their vision and attitude not finish the sickness of a bitter sanskars of someone? Baba is asking how the homeopathy medicine finishes, because they are very small pills, but it will finish our illness. In the same way, can't you make others bitter sanskars and change into nice things? If you are not able to transfer or finish someone's bitter sanskars, then understand that the power of creation is working more powerful than yourself. What we must understand? Then understand that the power of creation is working more powerfully than yourself. The master creator. We must think that who is powerful, the master creator or the creation? If the master creator is a powerful, then we must change somebody's sanskar very easily. For example, the tiny pills are able to finish the sickness that medicine does not say. What medicine does not say? How can I finish this illness? So, does that mean that your creation has power, but you, the master creators, do not? Baba is asking us. Does that mean that your creation has power, but you, the master creators, do not? Always have the aim. What we keep the aim. Always have the aim that you have to be transformed and you have to transform. Do not say, I will be transformed if this one is transformed. We must not give the excuse that if this person changes, then I will change. If this person will change, then I will do good Purusharth. If this person changes, I will come to class daily. If something, we will keep the excuses. So Baba is saying, do not say, I will be transformed if this one is transformed. No, I have to transform myself and have to transform everything. What we must have the aim? I have to transform myself and I have to transform everything. For this is a very nice slogan where Prakash Mani Dadi used to say every time, when we changes, the world changes. Those who have such courage can become the world emperors. Those who have the courage to transform yourself, then they only can become world emperors. So, if you wish to become the world emperors, the souls of the divine family who are going to become into the future world, that is, this small family that is going to claim a right to the kingdom of the world, then you must have rule of love over all these souls at this time. What is the technique to become the world emperors? We must have the love with this divine family. Then you must have the rule of love over all these souls at this time. That means if we love this divine family at this time, then we will become, or we will go to the future kingdom, divine kingdom. Divine. You must not give orders here. You must not become the world emperors at this time. Now we are not the world emperors. We must not give the orders. At present, you have to become what we want to become? World servers. That means when we become world servers here, now then we will become world emperors. To give love is to accumulate it for the future. See how easily Baba told. Giving love here is accumulating love for the future. You must also see how much love you have accumulated in your future account. We need to check ourselves. How much love you have accumulated in your future account. To give knowledge is easy, but in order to become a world emperor, you must not just become the donor of the knowledge. For this, you have to give love. That is, you must give cooperation. If you want to become world emperor, just giving knowledge is not enough. We must be give love and cooperation. Because what happens when we see any weaknesses, any defamation in others, any weaknesses in others, we don't love them, we don't give cooperation. Why he's doing like this? Why should I cooperate him? Always we will talk like this. No, he's not a good person. Why should I cooperate him? But Baba is telling, where there is love, there will be definitely be cooperation. Those who take this high jump will easily become elevated in all aspects. So we need to take high jump. Those who take this high jump, what is the high jump? Loving everybody and giving the cooperation to everyone, each and every soul of the Brahmin family. Acha. Have those who are in this bhatti transformed themselves? Baba is asking. Because some brothers and sisters came for the bhatti at the time. So Baba is asking, have those who are in this bhatti transformed themselves? To the extent that you had transformed, to that extent, the faces of each one will be visible like a translight. How much we have transformed, that much light is visible like our face is visible like a translight. A translight is very clear even from a distance. So, have you become clear and elevated in every respect? Baba is asking. Have you become clear and elevated in every respect? Or are you still to become that? When will you become this? In 5 years' time? So somebody replied, we will become. How long have you made a promise for? Have you filled yourselves with such power that no matter what problems come in front of you? Baba is asking, have you filled yourselves with such power that no matter what problems come in front of you, even when things that were not to happen take place, that you still remain unshakable? Because what we are not thinking, that kind of problems can come in front of you. Even when things that were not to be happen take place, that you still remain unshakable, immovable and constant, because you never thought about that problem and it came in front of you. Still you are unshakable, Baba is asking. Have you filled yourself with such power? Then do not say that you are not aware that such things could even happen. That's you failed because something new happened. We must not give excuse to Baba that something new happened, that's why I have failed. Do not say this. Even when you return, having had a bhatti, as you bring about newness in yourself, why the new things will come? Because you bring newness in yourself. Maya will also bring new things in front of you to test you. What Maya will do? When you bring the newness in your life, Maya will come in front of you with bringing the new things to test you. Therefore, because you are returning from here having become master knowledgeful, full of master Tikardarshi, you can recognize an attack of Maya from a distance and finish it. When we become master knowledgeful and master Trikaldarshi, then what we can do? We will recognize the Maya from the distance and we will finish it. Have you become master almighty authorities to this extent? Baba is asking. Do you become master knowledgeful? Have you become master almighty authorities to this extent? Have you finished the language of what and why? What can I do? How can I do it? This should finish now. This is not just a paper of 3 months. You now have to make a promise till the end. This is something guaranteed. Whatever effort you all made according to your capacity was very good. Now what do we want to become? Now become the best of all. Now we need to become best of all. Just as you have this intoxication, in the same way, you must constantly maintain this intoxication while living in the household. See, when we are sitting in front of Baba, when we are doing bhatti, when you come to Madhuban, you will have full of intoxication. So Baba is telling, just as you have this intoxication, in the same way, you must constantly maintain this intoxication while living in the household. What is the stamp of this group? No one should be able to change you, but you should be able to change others. What is the stamp of this group? No one should be able to change you, but you should be able to change others. No circumstance or type of atmosphere should change you, but you must definitely change the circumstances, the atmosphere, the attitude, and the sanskars. You must apply this firm stamp. Apply the imperishable trademark of the bhatti before you go. Do not forget your trademark. If you keep the awareness of dharana you have had in this bhatti with yourself, success will constantly be with you. Then what will happen? Success will be constantly with us. Acha. Om Shanti. Now sit silently for a few minutes and reflect the points what you have going to take with you as your dharana. Om Shanti. You can reflect the points what you want, what you have listened today, what you have learned from today's Murli. You can unmute yourself.
Om Shanti. The most subtle bondage is the arrogance of the intellect. Om Shanti.
Very good. That is the main today's Murli's point.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
What a way Baba has removed the curtain, from our intellect. I remember some time back, Baba said, I give you, like one of the things which he's given is a divine intellect. और हम उसको मिसाल पाव, bhav bhaji, what all we do with it. That's what Baba is saying, like we mix it. And even the Shrimad, which Baba mentions in today's Murli, we say that is the wonder of our intellect. See, what arrogance is this? Shrimad coming from Baba. I am mixing it with my knowledge, and I'm saying it's the wonder of intellect. I call this as height of arrogance or height of intellect, height of the burden. So there even Baba had said, Aapko light रहना hai to remove the burden. But today Baba just gives us 3 powers. Just 3 powers. First is the thought. Who am I? I'm child of the Father who always benefits everyone. So mera nashta, what loss I have? I get only benefit and benefit. Achai hoga. That's one. Second, acceptance. Ki jo bhi whoever are defaming me, it's for my progress. I think that's a very logical thing which we have learned down the ages. And third is, even if I'm defamed, the courage to get up and say, no, I am victorious. No, I'm victorious, and take that victory thing. So positivity, acceptance, and courage is what I would like to take today to remove that arrogance. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yeah, Baba was explaining about these 3 things. Anybody is going to explain? Because Baba told so many things.
One simple method that Baba speaks about today is to be stable in the face of praise or defamation. So that's the checking point for one to look at. It begins with the default way. If somebody's shouting at you or somebody's not behaving the way I would want them to behave, there would be some kind of features on face which would show up, even if I may not speak with words, but the features will reveal that there is something disturbing me. So checking on this point of being stable in whatever shows up is the takeaway for me. Om Shanti.
Yeah, for that Baba's told that I am the world benefactor, and the Baba, I am the creator also. It is my creation, so I can control my creation. And I am the child of the world benefactor.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yeah. So today's takeaway point for me is that you have to be a world server.
Yeah.
If you have to be the world emperor.
Yes.
And it is a very subtle and very nicely put distinction. So you can share knowledge, give knowledge, but along with that, you have to give love. And that's the most important.
If you want to become the world emperor, you must give love to everybody. That is a key point, that if you want, how much I have accumulated love, because how much I have given love, that much I have accumulated love to become the world emperor. Baba told love is the main thing.
Yes. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Baba is talking about the stamp that we should not be able to change others. We should be able to change others, and others should not change us. Whatever the circumstances or atmosphere, we must be able to change it. our attitude, circumstances, whatever comes, the sanskars, everything, we have to change others, but we should not go into that, and we should be a setting example to others. Thank you,
Yes.
brother.
Om
That
Shanti.
means we must not give any excuse that this situation came, the Maya came in the new form. We must not give any such kind of excuses.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Very beautiful, Murli. And I like the point where my Baba has told in this Murli that to transform a situation and make it transparent is to have mercy on whom who has defamed you.
Yes.
This is a mercy. This is having merciful vision,
Yeah.
and this is possible by becoming world benefactors.
Yes.
Om Shanti.
Correct.
And we also need to extract something beneficial from the loss or gain, or
Yeah.
good or bad. Otherwise, our stage will start fluctuating.
Yeah.
So, to make our stage more powerful, we need to extract something beneficial out of all these losses also.
Yeah.
Om
In every situation, we need to extract
Yeah.
beneficial.
Right. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Today, Baba mentioned about that. Are you become that much stable? Even the worst situations make you immovable, unshakable. Are you strong? So that much thing I want. So this can be with the help of the stage what we have developed.
Yeah.
The stage. So yesterday's Varadan also Baba tells about that. If you are in the highest stage. Nowadays you are winning over Maya, but you can win over nature also. So
Yeah.
only you are up above the earth. So we have to make our stage high so that only we can win over all the situations.
Yes.
So immovable, unshakable, brother. That point I want.
Baba told that become a Trikaldarshi and master knowledgeful. Then you can attack without the Maya, how the Maya will attack you, you will from far away only you can defeat that.
Yes,
How the situation.
when we are in this earth, we will be shakeable,
Yes,
disturbed. Yes. So also we have to make our intellect clean, clear. That is the subtle organs of the intellect should also be very clear. So this helps to make our stage stable.
Yes.
Om Shanti, brother. Baba's telling another point also. Don't just be a donor of knowledge, but be an elevated soul in all aspects. Give love. Once you love, then you will have a cooperation. You should have an eye jump to all, and you should have love to all souls, he says. Thank you, brother.
One more thing just to add, brother, I like the point which you said about Dadi ji used to say, Mujhe badalna hi hai. But what Baba says is, Jo already, whatever is right, making it right, or Jo, whatever is well, making it's nothing great. But aap kaun hai? You are, is the creator greater or is the creation greater? So aap great hai. When a small homeopathy pill tiny pill could bring about change, aap kitne master rachayita ho, you cannot transform. So that one intoxication point which he has given really says, makes me, chalo, let me remove that arrogance, let me see what is wrong. I think that intoxication point of a divine intellect is also something to carry on.
Yes.
Om Shanti. I also like the point where my Baba said that after finishing Bhatti, you have to Bhatti have something newness in you. Maya will also bring newness with her, but you should have the power to recognize her from distance and finish off. That is, what can I do? How can I do? All such things, and become the best of all. Om Shanti.
Yeah.
Om Shanti. Brother, before we invite you for taking meditation,
Yeah.
We have a small announcement, and this is about a master class being conducted on Sunday morning, this Sunday, which is 5th February, from 5 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. And this is being conducted by Senior Rajyogi teacher Nirja Ben from Malad, Mumbai Center. And the topic of this session is Create Faith with Faith. So we invite each one of you to be present and also invite other sisters from the Brahmin family. Over to you, brother, for meditation.
Okay. Om Shanti. We can meditate for a few minutes. Om Shanti. Enjoy the day, Baba's day, and meeting, Baba's meeting. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you,
Om Shanti.
Satish Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family, and see you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a lovely day.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, brother.